Good morning and welcome to Amore Bello. My name is spiritual medium Mary Rebecca. This is going to be a new moon reading. The new moon in Aries on March 24th. This new moon is going to be best for manifesting, setting intentions, planting seeds. Aries is the first sign in this new moon will signal the starting of the lunar cycle, strong beginnings and new starts. Aries new moon on March 24th. We are, as we've just come through some potent cosmic events, the equinox, Mars-Jupiter conjunction, Saturn moving into Aquarius today and tomorrow. The latter one here, the Saturn is going to be, it represents a huge shift and the end of karmic cycles that we have been working with for the last 2.5 years. And the new moon, on the new moon in Chiron, the wounded healer, which draws us to think about ways to heal ourselves, each other, and the planet. We may find ourselves no one else or looking within to heal our whole mind and body. Sorry, I made some notes here this morning. Whatever we have been neglecting or ignoring, when it comes to our well-being, will guide us guide us there and ask us to sit with it until we feel whole again. His presence will guide us to take care of our own selves, to look within, set routines that will inspire us, and to think about how we can use any weakness or setback in our lives in order to find new strength. We may feel wounded or extra emotional during these times, especially if we are not giving ourselves the healthy outlets that we need. The new moon is a time to return to self-love, to find ways to create safety, comfort, and purpose from within. This is a very spiritual and sensitive time with advanced psychic energy. So you'll be picking up a lot of the clairvoyance and clairaudience. Your intuition will be very strong right now. You may have a lot of dreams that you're experiencing. It's a time to deepen our connection with Spirit, with the Holy Spirit, with God, Source, your ascended masters, guides, whatever you resonate with, okay? Use this connection as a tool to connect with who and what we can do to feel more at home with ourselves, to have more peace in our lives, okay? Especially during this time we're going through, the whole world is going through the coronavirus pandemic, and we're at this point where it's almost like a reset, okay? It's time for us to come back, to return to love. Okay, yes, we're all home and we're all, trying to stay healthy and not come down with the virus. However, it's also a time to return to love ourselves, so take this time over the next few weeks, especially here in the United States, where people are really just beginning to kind of stay in place, stay in shelter. Spirit guides and God, surrender to your journey and release the need to control the outcome. Intentions we can set for our soul. Okay, that's by Tanaz. All right, so I know you guys haven't seen me in a while. I will give you me. I've been through some Ascension symptoms. I've had some medical and health issues that I've had to take care of. And of those readers that when my cup isn't full, I have a hard time giving from that cup. Okay. So I've taken the past couple of months to just kind of reset and regroup. And I got up this morning and I thought to myself, you know what, it's time. A couple of my listeners and my clients that I have online have been kind of where are you? How is everything? Can I get a reading? So I am back to woo. All right, we're gonna see those two came flying out. All right. Communication. Okay. Communication is going to be key. All right. During this time, especially um especially with everything just gone through energetically, what we're going through in the 3D here with the coronavirus, and people are hoarding toilet paper, vulnerability. Look at how that happened. So what I wanted to say in the beginning was I have shuffled the cards and asked the angels to come and guide me to give you clear and concise messages for the collective. Okay. Today I'm using the chakra reading cards, the Moonology cards, the Indigo Angel, and a little bit, so it might bobble. I know there's so many people on the net right now. Right. Okay. So let's see what the angels have for us today, okay? Step out of your comfort zone. Your dreams need a practical plan. And for those of you that are just watching, the Divine Collective is the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. If you don't resonate with that journey, that's fine. We all have adjustments are required. Okay. I'll do these first. All right. Improving your health. Use your natural healing abilities. Stretching. Nature. You are not alone. Dreams. And share your wisdom. Okay. All right. So remember, this is a new moon reading for March. It's a new moon in Aries. So it's, remember, we're going to identify, and right? All right. So first card out for the chakra cards is communication. During times of a lot of energetic vibrations that are happening with the planets and the spring equinox and things like that, it's in the information, process the information, and if you have to come back to it at a later time, then come back to it at a later time. Okay. Also, during this time, you're going to have a lot of telepathy. Okay. For the Divine Collective right now, there is a lot of telepathy going on. There may be some of you that haven't, there might be like a little blip almost in the radar with your divine counterpart. Spoken to them in a while, or you haven't heard from them in a while. Or they haven't acknowledged this part of your life, okay, that you are spiritual, that the spiritual beings are within each and every one of you, right? So anyone that is not in communication yet with their divine masculine or divine feminine, telepathic, because we are all spiritual beings, having a human existence. Okay. Holistic health. During this will be important to really look within. What do you need to heal? How do you need? Are you still eating a lot of GMOs? Are you processed foods? Have you gone to organic yet? Or do you take vitamins? Have you tried to reduce the amount of life? You'll a new journey. Okay. Rebirth. Okay. The new earth is coming. It's happening. Have faith in knowing that life goes on, that this is just an experience, that we all are going back to where we came from. And we are ascending to this new earth. Okay. The ascension is happening. We're beginning, many of us are beginning to communicate more energetically. Okay. So allow the rebirth to happen. Remove any fear and negativity that you have, vulnerability, especially during this time. Okay. Some days and social distancing, like that. This is time for rebirth. Okay. We're resetting as a whole, as a community. And how are we going to treat one another? How are we going to treat ourselves? Right? So the chakra energy that you want to kind of look at this week for the moon, you want to work on your throat chakra, your root chakra, and your earth star chakra. Okay. You really want that grounding. Okay. You really want the deep grounding. So the earth star chakra is 6 inches below your feet. And then your root chakra is at the bottom of your tailbone, kind of like in that, you're way underneath that perineal area. Okay. So have that good, strong foundation. When you have that strong foundation, what happens? You don't topple over. You can sway with the times, right? When you have that strong foundation, okay? You're giving yourself that confidence. You're giving yourself that strength and knowing who you are. Okay, that you are this being that is going to be healed. Okay. And you don't have to worry about try not to worry about what's going on in the realm, okay, out in reality. Just look within and see what needs to be healed. Okay. All right. So divine feminine, step out of your comfort zone. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, they do. For many of us, we've kind of been putting off taking steps that we need to take. And maybe we're even thinking, maybe we're afraid to do it on our own. Maybe that comfort zone is what's kind of keeping us stuck. You have to take a chance every now and then. Okay. And especially in a chance this way, because you're flowing with the spirit. You listen to your intuition, listen to your inner knowing. Okay. Is it time for you to move? And know that if it is not time, the universe will have you deal with whatever you need to deal with, whatever towers you need to deal with, whatever towers you need to overcome, to heal. Okay. But it's okay. Release that ego. Release the need to have to control every situation. Okay. Step out of your comfort zone. You are going to be taken care of and you're going to be successful at what you do. This is also a time, this new moon in 2020 in Aries is also a time, to move forward. It's a time for action. So, okay. So if the angels aren't telling you to go for it, I don't know who is, right? There's some of the divine feminine out there that are kind of on this fence. Like, is this happening? Is it not happening? Is it happening? Yes, it's happening. Okay. All I have to say to that is anyone who is out there that is kind of teetering, you have to remember people will awaken in your life because you have awakened. Okay. Your gifts were given to you for this journey because people need your gifts. It's time to step out of the comfort zone. It's time to move forward. Okay. Your dreams need a practical plan. So if you haven't made a business plan, maybe many of you have already made a business plan. Okay. This is full moon in Taurus. All right. So you earth signs that are so grounded, okay, that you need the pros and cons. You need everything written out. Well, get your business plan in place. Okay. Find out what it is that you want. You are going to aid humanity through the Ascension. Okay. These next months are going to be monumental in how people are going to heal. Okay. And as light workers, as divine feminines, we are here to help them heal. That is our purpose, right? So it's okay. Don't rush into it. Don't, make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. The Mercury retrograde, it's totally okay to move forward with any kind of plans that you have. All right. If you're going into any kind of partnership, make sure that your partnership is equal. Okay. So that there is no room for the ego to bring in negativity. Okay. Divine masculine. So the divine masculines are waking up. They've awoken. This is the last shift. All the karmic cycles are ending. And, they're beginning to realize that, maybe I've been in this spot for the last 2.5 years or 3 years, or, maybe you thought you were going to make a decision a couple of years ago and you didn't. And now you're like, oh, maybe I should make a decision. Move forward. Where is it that your heart needs to be? Right? Where is it that, this is a full moon in balance spiritually and practicality. You are spiritual. You are a spiritual being. And yes, the 3D world has some confinements for you. Some of these confinements, the divine masculines decided to bring on themselves 2.5 years ago. And they shouldn't have. So it's time now to begin for the divine masculines to look within, heal. Okay. Yes, you're a spiritual being. Yes, you've awakened. Now heal what you need to heal so that you'll have a better communication. Okay. Especially telepathically. Okay. Once you start having telepathy with your divine counterpart, the distance in physicality doesn't really mean anything because it's an illusion. Okay, if that makes sense. All right, and adjustments are required. Yep, 2.5 years ago, you made that decision. And maybe, you know what, and you can't go back and say, why did I do this? Why did I do that? Why? No, everything happened. Okay, but now you need to make adjustments. No more placating yourself. There's no more kind of taking the connection that you have with your divine counterpart. There's no more like brushing it off to the side. Your spirit, your soul, your okay. And for some of you, these cycles keep happening and happening and happening. And you're realizing that the cycles just keep happening and they're waiting for you to move. They're waiting for you to take action. They're waiting for you to make adjustments. So see here as we, right? Mirroring, right? Mirroring each other, divine feminine, divine masculine. You need to take that step. You need to make adjustments. Okay. All right. Divine feminine. Messages from Archangel Raphael. Improving your health. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for comforting reassurance about this situation. Use your natural healing abilities. Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly guiding, encouraging, and supporting my healing work. Again, divine feminines are light workers. You're healers. You hold space for people to heal so that they can look within themselves and mend anything that's broken. As you remove from the GMOs and the meat and all the toxins from your life, right? Get rid of dairy. That's a huge inflammatory for us adults. It causes so much inflammation, right? Staying away from gluten. All of those things are going to help your shell feel better. Okay? All of those things help your shell feel better. Okay? So improve your health, your holistic health. Okay? Have a Reiki session done. Have a massage. Go have a reading. Sit with a spiritual counselor, spiritual guide, spiritual coach, rather. So many different things. Go pick up some stones, right? The great thing about crystals is that they absorb toxins and that flow through the air before they hit your aura, your auric field. Okay. So when you have these in your presence, it just allows your energy to flow freely and is supported by whatever stone you're carrying. Okay. Meditation, yoga, go sit in a salt room. We have a couple of places within like a 10-mile radius of where I am here in Connecticut that have a salt room where you can go inside and sit and meditate for an hour, for a half hour. Okay. So it's time. It's time. It's a new beginning. Okay. It's not the first of the year, but it's a new beginning because it's the first astrological sign. So if you started in January and then it is heavy and you tend to eat more processed foods, more meat, et cetera, because it's grounding you so that you can release all of it. But once you've released all the pain and negativity that you've had in the 3D world, in that realm, once you've healed that inner child, your health is going to improve. Your healing abilities for others will improve. Why? Because you're healing yourself so you can heal someone else. Okay. If you need a reading, I offer video readings, and I also do coaching on Zoom, spiritual coaching on Zoom. So you need a little extra support and healing to have that healing experience happen. It's okay to reach out, especially during these times where we're all doing this reset. Okay, we're home with our families, yes, and that's wonderful. We can not only reset ourselves, but we reset our families. But take that time to fully heal. Okay, Divine Masculine. Increased energy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for filling me with unlimited energy of divine love and light. So right now, the Divine Masculines are feeling the shift. They're feeling that energetic shift, right? They're gone through this balancing, okay? They're balancing, they're being practical, they're starting to realize that their spirituality means a little bit more than just the practicality of the 3D dimension. Stretch. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for staying by my side and motivating me to take excellent care of myself in all ways. Okay. So the Divine Masculine right now is really, he's looked within, he's coming through this awakening, and he feels empowered. He feels that, that the steps that he needs to take towards union in this 3D realm, he feels like he can accomplish them now, right? So there's adjustments that needs to be made, but it's okay because the Divine Masculine has this increased energy, right? That new moon in Aries, right? That ram, it's that fiery, go get it. We're going to get this done. We're going to start this. It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. We're releasing any old karmic energy, whether it's karmic cycles that we had to face. Maybe it's the end of a relationship. You're realizing that, what, things need to be different. And for those that are already in like a domestic situation with your divine counterpart and they're just kind of still sleeping, this is the time they're getting it. So the Divine Masculine has this increased energy, but he's also, allowing himself to really touch all his being, right? To stretch, to be able to release that energy, right? And move it out. Divine Feminine, the rebirth. Okay. It's important as we're going through this rebirth right now, the universe. We're kind of like at a reset. Everything is coming to a standstill, kind of like the screeching halt. With that being said, the rebirth is really what ground yourself in nature right now, right? If you need time in that's only just the crowds right now have a lot of vulnerability and negative energy. So if you crowds, then it's best to prepare and put out love and positivity when you go. All right. And remember, you are not alone. Some people right now are very vulnerable. They're some people have lost jobs, and some people have lost jobs. Some people have, they're kind of like in this limbo, right? But you're not alone. Okay. You really are not alone. You are going to be more guided and loved and secure and safe, but you just have to surrender. Okay. Surrender to the rebirth, surrender to your ascended masters and guides, surrender to source, the Holy Spirit, God, whatever you resonate. Divine masculine is having dreams of the divine feminine, of the future, of where he's going, realizing that karmic situations need to end. Some of these karmic situations have been, 8, 9, 10, 20 years. Okay. So it can be heavy. It could be a lot to process. All right. But Archangel Gabriel is coming to you in your dreams. And he's giving you the information that you need to move forward. Okay. And this for the divine masculines is all a part of awakening. The whole dream thing, when people start having dreams, and especially people who have passed, ascended masters or guides, seeing flashes of light, having your ears ring, it's all part of the awakening. Okay. So know that during that rebirth, you are going to be guided, right? And it is time for you to share your wisdom. The rebirth of our existence, not only the rebirth of our existence, but the rebirth of who you are, the rebirth of your healing. Okay. You're going to share your wisdom with your divine feminine as a collective to humanity. Okay. You're going to begin to share how you've healed, how you've, what you're experiencing. And you need to do that because it's going to show your divine counterpart that they're not alone. Right? Because we mirror each other. Okay. And when you share your wisdom, even with your divine feminine, when you start to say, hey, my ears are ringing, or, this happens, or that happens, or, as you've awakened, as you become more and more awakened to the journey. And this is, once it happens, it's an everyday thing. You will get more and more information for the divine masculines that are just awakening. You will get more and more information, tidbits, but only tidbits as to only tidbits as to what you're being sorry. You'll have some you're being given the little tidbits that you need to move forward in the ascension. Okay. So this is the rebirth. You are a co-creator in your own rebirth. It is time to heal. It is time to move forward. It is time to end all karmic cycles. Okay. Because you know the truth. You know that if you stay in these situations, you're never going to be happy. If you stay in these situations, in the long run, people are going to get hurt. Not to say that, people haven't, people won't be hurt now, but the longer it goes, the harder it is, and the harder people will get hurt. Okay. Because that's a whole nother situation too. If situations are ending, You don't need the big drama, screaming, yelling. No. Be kind to one another. Okay. There's many of these karmic partners in your life that were soulmates that taught you many lessons, good and bad. Good and bad. There were lessons, karmic situations that you needed to own up to, and then you were someone else's karmic situation. Okay. So always keep that in mind. When you're moving away from situations, you need to heal you first. Okay. And if part of healing is getting out of a karmic situation, then that's the next step that you have to take. Okay. Or, is it, especially for the divine masculine, are you now waking up to who your divine feminine is? To where you really find most peace and joy. Okay. So, all right. So that was the new moon in Aries reading for March 2020. I am actually thinking about doing like a little live session later today. Be a $5 fee. I'll give everybody the link. If you want to go to my, I'll give you guys the link to pay. And then once you've paid, I'll send you the link to the private chat. And then we'll go on. You guys can ask me questions. I see someone, hello. I see your question about the partial separation. I would love to talk to you more in that setting, in that private setting. So anyone who wants to do that, you can message me here, message me on Facebook at 11 Amore Bello 11, or you can email me at Gmail. I'm also going to do a little after this one. I'll give you a little bit more information about it. All right. But at any rate, I wish you all love and light on your journey. I'm glad to be back, actually. This is a really good, it's 42 minutes, but it is a really good thing. It's nice to be back. But anyway, I wish you all love and light on your journey. And until the next time, namaste.